I hope it's better this time. So I just giving everybody the opportunity to come back. No, sir. My heart bad. I decided to not turn on the AC tonight, and I should have. All right. So while we wait, you can tell me where you come. Boy, Mr. Me feels pressure. Not lie. Not lie. Hey, Candy. Hey, Sean. Hi. Hi, Daisy. Hey, kids. Hey, Jen, tell me how it is now. Tell me how the audio is now, Jen, if it's better. I know you didn't have a... Oh, it's clear now? Okay, great. Great. So let me just give everybody the opportunity to come back on. Yes, my glasses. You were talking about my glasses. Yes, yes, darling. Yes. MC LiveWithDara, you know, say. Alright. So I'm going to apologize to those persons who are not hearing so well. Don't know what's happening. Hey, Susu. By the way, can my foreign friends tell me where you're joining me from while we wait on everybody else to come back? Let me see where I'm going. So small business operators, you see a thing going. Hey Paula, thank you. How is it now? Good, Paula? Hey Deshaun, what's up? So I have to be careful now because my nephew is on and my son is on. And Connecticut. And I have to make sure I set an example. Atlanta. Hey Alex. New York. Yo, you see the thing gone? New York. What? Jamaica. Canada. What? What are you saying? Alright, yes. So everybody, UK. What? I'm happy. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Alright, so let me start again. So, I was saying to you that, you know, we're born with this thing as female. You may call it this thing. And you know, say it's like the thing for a female. You see what I'm saying? And so we're born with it. I mean, I really pay much mind. It's like you go your hairdresser and you get your hair done. And you go your nail place and you get your nails done. And you go do your face. You do hand shot, foot shot, every shot you can think of, right? But you don't really pay much attention. You don't pay the attention. So, alright, as I was saying earlier, you know, you have, some people call it the vag, the vajayjay, the pum pum, the pumz. This one me not like, the pokey, ill. That just don't sound right. That's just sound ill. Yeah, you know. So we need to get that one out. Pokey now work on here. Pokey now work on here at all. So all those names. But, you know, like all the males have names for them thing. What's, you know, do you have a name for yours? Well, me not have a name for my own. But me really get the attention where it's supposed to get. Oh yes, Chocho. Ew. I forgot change your name, the man. All those things, those names and everything like that. Right. So, how I started this, the idea came up to do something on the vajayjay is because as women we have the vagina, but we really don't know what to do with it. But apart from you know what I'm saying. I mean, it gives you joy when you have sex, pain when you have baby, and then joy again when you get back to life. But what is he doing it? You keep the attention where it's supposed to get? Nah, you see? So I started this, as I was saying, because a friend of mine, RPT, McCall 9, RRT, what is that? What is RRT? Don't have names? You guys have names for your vagina? Punani? Okay, yeah. RRT. What the RRT mean? I bet you have some. I want to hear what the RRT mean. Yeah, right? So I wanted to do this because I've never done the steaming. I've done the douching once. And my friend was telling me, oh, you know, it was the nicest feeling ever. And how after the steaming, she felt like a brand new person. And then she said after that, she did the pearl, right? She did the pearl, she inserted the pearls. And then she said that it was like there was a rejuvenation of her vaginal wall. I mean, I said, wait, them things there one? I mean, just there, just I do the regular boom bang? No, man. So this conversation now is to find out the do's and the don'ts. What's good for your vagina and what's not, right? So earlier this week, now I had I sent out a question. Oh, the real tight. Lord of mercy. So earlier this week, I was asking persons how they took care of the vagina, and then this one person was talking to my girlfriend, and she said she don't know what is feminine wash, summer's eve, or vagisil, and I still can't believe it. No, but it's true. A lot of women don't know about those things because really, you just do the regular thing. Some ladies just use soap, and then just they say soap is not for the vagina. It's for, that's all another thing. So you know, some people call everything down there the vagina, but that's not the case. It's the internal part, the inner part, that's the vagina, and the outside is the vulva, right? But we call everything the vagina, everything. So you know, that's another thing. People don't know a lot about it. People really don't know a lot about the vagina. So yeah, man. So we did a question and we were asking, tell me now, how you take care of your vagina? And like some persons say, washing my underwear in hot water, gentle feminine wash, and woman's touch pad. Somebody else was saying steaming, and then you had the thing about not keeping your tampon on too long because when you do, it affects the good bacteria in your vagina, and that can cause you to have different things. But what I should tell you, most persons, they were saying no douching, right? They were saying no to douching. A lot of persons were saying, yeah, let's do steaming. So tonight I've actually invited two guests to come on to talk about the different stuff, the douching and the steaming, and you know what is good for you, what is not, right? So let me go into it now, and I'll invite my first guest to come on. She's representing Summer's Eve, and Jody, send me. Oh, she's representing Summer's Eve, and we want to talk to her first before we get into it. I know you have some questions that you might want to. I use the products from Good Skin. What? Yeah, me want to try Good Skin because me hear Good Skin I say all kind of things. But she's coming on next. But Jody, let me can you send me a request because I'm not seeing you popping up inside here. Summer's Eve. Oh, hi Jody.
Hi Dara, how are you?
Hi, say hi to my friends.
Yes, I will. Good evening, viewers. Good evening, viewers. Dara, live with
Yeah. So
massive.
Jody, you know, let's talk. Do you are into, you're from Summer's Eve. Tell my guests who you are.
So my name is Jody and Gail, brand manager for Summer's Eve, which is a feminine products that we use to wash and cleanse and stay fresh. Our slogan is start fresh, stay fresh. So we start fresh, not just with our period, but 365. We start the year fresh and we stay fresh with Summer's Eve.
All right. Vagina and vaginal health. It's a topic that people don't. You might have a girlfriend, she might say something to you, right? But you don't find women openly discussing that issue, right? Why is
Yes,
that?
yes. Like sex, it is a taboo topic
Sex?
that
I don't think
that
so. People
people,
talk about sex all the time.
well, they talk about sex, but it's how they talk about sex. You
No,
still
but
have
look,
female
they
genre.
hear the good bring life. You hear man is not the issue, come out, turn up. You hear all of that.
Yes, yes, but they talk about the glorious part of sex.
Yeah.
But to say as soon as they start talking about like oral sex, some of the man them are gonna run, and females tend to shy away from it simply because it's a sensitive topic and you have to be comfortable enough to have the discussion. And as brand ambassador and marketing brand manager for Summer's Eve, I love the efforts that you have started. And as I said to you before, this is just golden, because these discussions are not what we hear every day. And there are a lot of persons even on the live right now, they have questions. They've been having these questions for a while, and they're just kind of scared to say to their girlfriend or to their partner, what you think about this, or I'm having this issue. It's just something that you have to be really comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to be really confident too to speak about it openly.
So guys, let me just tell you, I am no expert on this matter whatsoever. I am here to learn tonight, like yourself. And Jody, I mean, you will have to help me with that in terms of, helping everybody to understand what they need to do in terms of this. Because when I was doing my research, them I talk the things like healthy discharge, all of that, the things that you need to do, like washing your vagina. Let's start off with a simple thing like washing your vagina. How you wash your vagina?
Yes, so Summer's Eve, we do have our cleansing wash, which is gynecologically tested safe, and it is free from dyes, free from parabens. We have different fragrances, but the wash itself is clear, so there's no color to the liquid. But we do have morning paradise, simply sensitive for those who want to stay away from the scented ones. We have delicate blossom, we have island splash, so we have a wide range of washes for the vagina. It is
But
just for you.
I've always heard that you really shouldn't use anything down there except water to wash your vagina.
That is a school of thought. However, for some persons, like you mentioned before, they trouble with yeast infection. They have heavy discharge, which makes them a little bit uncomfortable at times, especially during their period, because they have to battle not just the odor from their menses, but they're cognizant of the fact that, I might be discharging a little heavier than I normally do. And that just makes them a little bit uncomfortable just going to work, whether you're going to school or just going out any at all. So the wash, it is used on the external part of the vagina. It's not supposed to be inserted. So there are persons who insert it, use their rag or their loofahs or whatever they use, and they put it on the
They
inside,
use the
and then
rag?
yes, man, that you have
They
persons that
stick the
do that.
rag up?
Say that again.
They actually stick the rag up?
Yes, so they use it to wash out the inside, because for some persons, when they're on their period, they have clotting, and because of that, they might have residual blood that is left in the vagina, and that's natural. So a lot of persons tend to want to wash it out just to make sure that they get out all of it. However, for that part, you just use your water. Just use your water and rinse it out. But use your Summer's Eve now to wash the external part of it, just to give you that nice fresh scent, and that is gonna keep you for the whole day.
All right, so let's pause a minute, because in doing the research for this, it said the researchers, they say that you really shouldn't do anything to your in your vagina, because the vagina is self-cleaning. So whatever is in there, it will automatically come out once, over time. So should we even be doing the water thing?
It will, and I'm glad you said that. You said over time, and that will take me to my next product, which I want to speak about. Again, it is a sensitive topic, and I know that a lot of persons will, as Jamaicans will say, lash out or bash it, but douching is what persons use to cleanse the vagina. Why? Again, a lot of persons during their menstrual.
What is douching? What is douching, before you go any further?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, douching is the insertion of a liquid substance into the vagina. I'm sorry, I don't have my whole, setup. So it's a liquid substance in a bottle. in a soft plastic. So it has a sprout that you insert in the vagina. You will squeeze that bottle, and you do this while sitting over the toilet. So you insert it, squeeze the bottle, it goes up into the vagina, flushes it, and then pulls out any and everything that you have inside. Douching is mostly done after your period. So us females, those 7 or 5 days or however long it is that you have your period, it's just like you can't wait for it to be over. And like some people have them little spooky with them on check. So when you're finished with the period now and you've been in the wilderness and you come out, right? You just want to make sure that when you go to get your checkup, you're good. You're good. You don't have any residue that is going to give you a little odor. So that's one of the main reasons why persons douche.
But
they just want that.
But that would be cleared. That would be cleared automatically.
It will, Dara. But guess what happens now? It will not be cleared the next day after your period. It happens over a period of time, whether 2 or 4 days. It will pass out. It will all come out because, as you rightly said, the vagina cleanses itself. But for those persons who want that, like you're going out and you just want to, you don't want to spooky, touch up your nose and say, boy,
spooky still a keep.
Spooky still a keep, or bay. Let me say bay.
What's the ingredient in the douche
in the
concoction?
douche? So it's a vinegar and water solution. Vinegar and water, and those are natural ingredients that you can use to cleanse the vagina. But we not gonna know how to balance out the vinegar and water at home, right? So journalist says cayenne and ginger. No, journalist, not cayenne and ginger.
No, Judy, do you know when in doing the research, they said the researchers say if you eat pineapple, you don't have to do nothing else. You don't have to do nothing else to the vagina. Just eat pineapple. Someone want to move to a pineapple farm.
Remember a couple years ago, it was pineapple for the pum. So it's still true. So stack up on your summer's eve and stack up on your pineapple for your vagina. It can't be too much.
Okay.
But one of the things that I want to just address quickly, because I know we're strapped for time, it's the fact that douching, as a brand manager for Summer's Eve, we don't force you to say buy a douche. You within yourself have to be comfortable with it, have to be comfortable with the process. It's like when you're using a tampon. Not everybody uses tampon because it's uncomfortable for some persons. The same thing with douche. Do your research. Speak to persons about it, ask them if they douche and how's the experience for them. And if you're comfortable enough to try it, then you can go ahead. We have the twin pack, which has 2 in the box, and we have the single one. So if it is that you want to try it,
douching is a no because it dries out the vagina.
And as I said before, as with any chemical product, persons have different reaction to products. For example, there are persons who use the wash and they say, oh no, it gives them dryness or it gives them a little itch. So we recommend that you try whether it is a different fragrance or if you want to try a different product, that is also fine. Because at the end of the day, we're promoting healthy vagina. And if Summer's Eve is not making you comfortable and giving you other issues, then it is fine. I would proudly say you don't have to use it because I don't want you to go out and say Summer's Eve not good for me. And you bash the product. Yes, I do agree that there are persons who have negative reaction with the product, and that's fine. Try something else. Just try something. All I want is for all of us ladies to walk around with nice scent and fresh, nice vagina. So, we have other products.
Agree.
And you talk about the steaming and all of that. There's so many other products that you can use. However, Summer's Eve, we have our cloth. So this now is a little gem, right? This is what you carry in your pouch. So when you're going to work or school or wherever it is, you see how small it is? You just slip one in your bag, and then when you go to the ladies, you just use this to fresh up. Cause you know sometimes we can have a little secretion here and there. We don't even know it. It's natural. That's how the vagina cleanses itself. So you just
Mm.
top up, you top up.
Mm-hmm.
And please, I'm asking you, if you use this, don't flush it. It's not flushable. So you dispose of it in the same way that you would dispose of your sanitary napkin.
Mm-hmm.
And we have our spray. You see how small it is? You see how slender it is? Slip it in your handbag, slip it in your pouch. It's like your deodorant. But
But
guess
yeah,
what?
but so is that safe though? Because if you're gonna spray down there, Jody, you're
Talc,
actually you're actually
talc,
spraying some scented thing down there. Is it good? Is it safe?
it is talc free. Again, gynecologically tested, safe. This this Dara, I can tell you, is like magic. I personally, I don't leave this. Why? Because, like, for me, sometimes, especially when I go to the gym or, if while I'm on my period, I'm just kind of conscious because, you're sweating and it's like a whole heap of odor just a mix up. So when I go, before I'm
Sorry,
going to the
somebody
gym,
said tell the ladies them have a bathtub. I would think so. They better.
um,
Mhm.
yes, ladies, you use these products after you have showered. But that is a given because all these ladies on Live with Dara are good, clean, nice people. Or be than them something that will come out good and nice and clean. So
Mhm.
just make sure you stock up with this because this Dara can be used on the external area of your vagina. It can be used on your panty shield. So the lining of your panty shield, you can use this on it, as well as your panties. You can use it on it.
Mhm.
I'm not telling you like that. Sometimes me just spray it under my arm too because the thing turn up, you know? And that's the beauty about Summer's Eve. Even the wash, you'll have some ladies that tell you, Dara, they have substituted their regular body wash with Summer's Eve because it's a cleansing wash and so it can be used all over your body.
Okay, so Jody, I don't want you to leave. I want you to stay on because I want to go now to the natural. So yours is a chemical based treatment. I want to
Yes.
go now to the natural part of it, which is the yoni and the steaming, right? Before that though, I want to just point out. So based on the research, 8 ways to keep your vagina happy. The
Mm-hmm.
number one, the first one, don't douche. That's the first one. The second one, ladies, me don't know about one, but the one it lit me for 6. Keep your pubic hair. I yes, me don't know about
Oh,
that one there. Me don't
that's
know about
all.
that one there.
That's all like
So if
forest,
they
like what we
say,
live forest. That
eh?
sounds like forestry. That sounds like a forestry.
Yeah,
Ministry of Forest.
I can't, I don't do the forestry thing. I don't do the grizzly bear thing. I think it must always be nicely kept. Just like how you go get your hair done and get your nails done, you need to get your vajayjay done. You need to get it
Nicely
done.
groomed.
And
Yes.
not wait on that occasion for you to go and decide that you're gonna get rid of the pubes, right? But this is saying keep it. They're saying if you don't want to keep it, you should at least cut it down because the pubic hair actually helps to block out the bad bacteria from getting into your vagina. So I'm just telling you what they say. Keep your pubic hair. So if you use lubricants, they're saying you must check the ingredient of the lubricants that you use because that also affects your vaginal health. I mean, the same thing you're talking about, the scents, the flavors, the dyes, etc. If it has those things in, don't try not to use it. Then, for you ladies who like to use toys, they say you must be careful about the toys that you use. All right, because that also affects your budget. You never know that. Well, you need to be careful about the toys that you use because that also affects your vaginal health. Practice safe sex. No, if you have more than one partners, that will go throw up your pH balance completely. Your pH balance all over the place. So you have to be careful about that as well. And if you're gonna do it, Dara, you're not on TV, so you can talk straight. What must say? What may I say? May I say it? Me no know. But everyone say, Jody, take care of
Yeah,
it.
I think you're doing fine. It's
I have to
fine.
be careful. Woman up on TV. Me don't know. You can't draw me out. So you know what I with it. Whatever. Another thing that they say, you should pee after sex because that helps to anything that has gone up in the vagina. When you pee, it cleanses. So ladies, you can also practice that. Um, you see, all of you ladies who love wear the little silky panties, etc. They say you must avoid wearing the silky panties because that also will affect your vagina and your vaginal health. And finally, if you decide to go sleep, if you're alone in your bed, you really don't need to be wearing undies, etc. So they're saying if you don't need to wear panties when you're going to bed. Do without that. Do you agree with those, Jody?
Definitely, I that is something that I advocate for. If you alone sleep and you live alone,
Mm-hmm.
walk naked. Give the vagina some air. Yeah, man, make it air out and breathe out.
Even
Yeah,
in the
man, go.
home, don't. You don't need to have it
Yes,
on in the
yes.
home.
Mm. Just make sure you say forget and walk outside. But you're good.
All
Come
right.
on, though.
All right. So let's go now. So Jody, stay on the line just in case anybody would have any question to ask you. I'm going to go now to my good skin, the good skin
Yes,
limb.
hear about
Yeah, who's
the
gonna tell me about the
steaming.
yoni? So just stay on the line, Jody.
All right.
All right. So I'm coming to you now, good skin. All right. You know me no for this, all right? So let me invite you over. Okay. The good skin then. I'm here, please let her through. The easy enough. See her there. Hi Alicia. How are
Hello.
you?
How are you? I've been waiting. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, but listen, I think I hear a follower they made them not have no be them is like them I said, me no want to hear nothing about the summer's eve. Them want to hear about the good with him there.
Oh my gosh, I wanted to say, oh, Una represent me, so I kind of be able to come in. So Una make people know. Yeah.
But I want to hear about the steam. Tell me about Alicia. How long have you been in business?
Well, I've been doing this for a year and 2 months now.
Mm-hmm.
It started as well, it initially was supposed to be a skincare brand, hence the name Good Skins. But then I introduced feminine products, and the feminine products kind of just wipe out everything. So I had to then separate the skincare and create a different page for skincare.
So tell me about the feminine stuff where why steam? Why do I need to steam?
Why do you need to steam? Well, first of all, our steam herbs are a blend of natural herbs, over 7 different herbs. And some of the benefits of steaming are if you have menstruation problem, if you have menstrual cramps, if you have irregular period, if you have problem with natural lubrication, steaming is a way to get the vagina all juicy. It's also kind of a stress reliever. So if you're having a bad day or you have a bad breakup, stuff like that, it's a great way to cleanse and just detox your system.
So when I was doing the question about vaginal health, somebody said that she was steaming and it's caught up the water pum pum. Tell me about that. How that happened?
Well, first of all right, so let me tell you how the steaming works.
Yeah.
So this is your pack of steam and it contains 2 uses. So what you essentially do is you boil up some water, you throw the steam in there, allow it to steep, and then you ensure it's at a good temperature that you can actually put your body over it. So some of the things that could cause her to scorch is the fact that probably the steam was just too hot, or you have persons who probably add essential oils to their steam, which is a no-no. So that's probably why. So just like when you're mixing baby feed, now you kind of test it on your hand, don't
Mm-hmm.
burn up, don't.
All right. So all right. Tell me how the steaming going on. So it's like you get a bucket and you put it in and you sit over it. So just tell us, and who should do it?
All right, so essentially, the ideal thing to use is like a stainless steel bowl, but if you don't have it and you have like plastic, then you can use it. We have some steam seats. It don't resemble a chimney, so to speak, for those of you who grew up with chimney like I did. But a steam seat is usually something that you can put over your toilet. So you throw the contents in there and you sit over it for like 25 to 30 minutes. You put a towel around you to allow the steam to stay in. And you just basically sit down, you read a book, you're on Instagram, whatever, you just steam. Persons who are not supposed to steam are like pregnant women, and if you have any open sores or blisters in the vaginal area, you're not supposed to steam, as well as persons who have like yeast infection, because yeast infection and heat and steam don't work together. It will just cause it to breed more. So those are the people that just don't steam.
But I know you have products that persons who are affected by yeast infection they use. Tell me about some of those.
All right, so one of the products that we recommend for persons with yeast infection is our boric acid suppositories, and there are some vaginal inserts.
So hold on. So when I heard somebody answered and said boric acid, I said, but hold on, boric acid? No, boric acid they use for kill rat or roach or something like that?
It's not rats, but it's roach. All right, so here's the thing with boric acid. It's something that you use externally. So it, like I said, it's a vaginal insert. It's not something that you swallow, right? So it does have a negative effect on human as well if it come in contact with your mouth. So we always recommend that you wait 24 hours to have sex, and if it's going to be like oral sex, at least 48 hours. So a lot of things that are marked for external use only can basically kill you if you eat it. So it's basically the same thing. It can kill human, it can kill roach, it can kill rat, because it is supposed to be used externally.
Oh, but when you use it in the vajayjay, it just...
No, it won't affect you. So I was saying the difference between this and what you get recommended by the doctor is that this does not kill off the bad bacteria. What it does, it creates a balance. And it's not only used for yeast infection or bacterial vaginosis, it's also used for persons who have lingering odor after their menstruation, or they have itching after their menstruation. It can also be used for that as well. In addition to the treatment, we also recommend preventative measures, which is our feminine wash and our feminine oil.
Somebody said I don't like the boric acid part.
What about it don't you like?
I mean, but you see, it's because not like you're ingesting it, you're actually inserting it.
No, you're not ingesting. Let me tell you. There are pharmacies that I see on Instagram selling boric acid. There are doctors that I've watched on talk shows recommending boric acids, and I do have customers come to me that say their doctor recommend boric acid. It's something that I use. Me not dead, my partner not dead. It's safe, but I mean, if anything, you can do your research just to be sure before you use it.
All right. So the boric acid now, you insert it, and then what happens?
So you get 14 capsules in this. You insert it twice a day for 7 days. It basically just dissolves and come back out. It will, one of the side effects is that when you just insert it, you may feel a little burning sensation. And then when it's dissolving, it kind of come out water. So you may want to wear a panty liner while you're going through treatment so that it don't, wet up everywhere.
Oh.
That's basically it.
All right. So
you will get relief instantly. It's that good.
Somebody was saying because affiliate the boric acid with poison. That's why. Yeah, that was my first thing. All right. So someone is asking, how often must you steam?
It depends. If you don't have any problem whatsoever, you can probably steam once or twice a month if you wish. If you're trying to get pregnant, you definitely don't want to steam while you're ovulating. But it's really a personal choice. If it is that you're using it for cramps, though, you would want to steam weeks or days coming up to your period, because you can't steam while you're on your period. So you want to do it before, so it helps with the cramps.
Okay. And tell me the other products now, because when I was on your site, somebody was saying they used your product and they got pregnant. Well, not the product that got them pregnant, but...
That's what I always say when they say you hold me child support. I'm like, it was that got you pregnant. But all right, so we offer a wide range of products. So we do offer products for yeast infection, like we spoke about before. If you have a miscarriage and you're probably having difficulties getting pregnant, we do offer things that can cleanse your system. We offer products that can balance your hormone and stuff like that. So one of the products is the steam herbs, like we were talking about just now. And then you have our detox tea. Our detox tea has similar benefits to the steam herb, and it does make the vagina really, really juicy. I have customers who are like, yo, my boyfriend is asking me what I'm using just because they're using the tea, so they lubricate a little bit more. So it's a natural lubrication if you want to try it. And then we have our detox pearls. So we sell all three, and we call it a womb bundle.
So so somebody was telling me that they use the pearls, right? And the vagina was rejuvenated, like tight. Tell me about that. How that work? How the pearl do that?
Well, that's one of the side effects of it, but I've known that side effect to be rather temporary. So when you're using the detox pearls, I don't know if you can see it. There are 3 small herbal balls, and you basically insert it in the vagina. It has a string that you use to remove it when you're done cleansing. So one of the side effects is that you may feel your vaginal muscle just coming together because the pearls are kind of like a magnet. So if you have blocked tubes and stuff like that, it just basically just pull down everything. That's what it does.
Oh, really? Tell me. Okay.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah.
So how often you change that? When you insert it, how often you change that?
All right, so you get 3 pearls to a pack, and this is the applicator that you can use to insert it. For a first-time user, because it's a herbal product, for a first-time user, you want to basically try it first.
Somebody said they love the about the detox pearl. What about it, Camille? The magnet thing that it has, come.
You insert 1 first and just test if you're allergic to any other ingredients, and you'd know if you're allergic basically because you start swelling or whatever. And then if you're not allergic, you'd insert the other 2. So in all, the 3 pearls will stay inside for 72 hours, which is 3 days. You drink water while you're going through the cleanse, and when you remove the pearls, you may pass various things. You may see some tissue-like stuff, which is like usually dead skin cells, or sometimes yeast infection. Yes. There are persons who pass blood as well, depending on what's inside them to come out.
And you're saying the only side effect is that you feel the vaginal wall tightening?
No, that's not the only side effects. You can also feel cramping as well. Then if you drink a lot of water during the detox, it kind of minimizes that. And you may also get odor depending on what you pass out.
So I see where a lot of persons are saying that the products are very effective. And I guess it's because of the natural, because they're all natural?
Yes, they're all natural.
Okay.
All natural.
So we talk about the pearl, we talk about the steam. What does you have?
So I was telling you about the wash and the oil. So while we do sell the boric acid to treat yeast infection or bacterial vaginosis, we don't necessarily, unlike the doctors, we don't necessarily want you to keep coming back to us for the same issue. So while we treat it, we also give you recommendation on how to keep it away. The thing is, the pH of the vagina is very sensitive. Menstruation can set it off, semen can set it off, the soap that you use to shower can set it off, and so these things are pH balanced. So the wash is pH balanced, and the oil is an antibacterial oil. So it's something that you can use. You can literally just throw some in your hand and massage your vulva. It's something that can be inserted, and it's something that you can put on your sanitary napkin to keep away odor during your menstruation. It is something that I do not live without on my period because I'm very conscious of odor.
Okay. Is there a correct way to wash your vulva?
Well, just in the same way that you wipe from front to back, you kind of want to wash in that same general direction. In terms of a correct way, I would say it's basically what you use versus kind of how you do it. So you don't want to use anything that is chemical based. You don't want to use your regular everyday soap that is too harsh for you. And even natural soaps, you may not necessarily want to use them because the pH of those soaps are still high, even though it's natural. So it's basically just what you use, I would say, is the correct way to wash it.
Somebody said that she used Irish Spring and then she put powder on it to keep her fresh. And I'm like, okay, Irish Spring and powder.
I mean, well, I'm not gonna go on like somebody ban. I use feminine wash. So of course Irish Spring is something I've used, but it personally makes me feel dry. And for me, powder is a no-no for that area of my body. You're going to sweat, but the thing is with this because it's bacteria that really causes you to get the odor. So with this antibacterial oil, like it has a minty fragrance. Like you just draw down a little panty in your bathroom. I have a friend that works at a call center and she uses this and people don't stop begging her Wrigley's because they smell the mint, and she said, if you know where I smell, you would not beg Wrigley's.
Somebody's asking if there's a doctor on the live. Remember now, let me declare it. I am no expert on this. I am no. Can this be used on kids? The soap? Somebody's asking that.
What's the question?
If the soap can be used on children.
If they start menstruating, then sure. The wash contains essential oil, and usually there is a certain amount of concentration that we use for children, different from adults. So if it's a menstruating person, once you reach that age, yes, you could use it. And it's also unisex. Males love it because it gives a minty tingling feeling. And I've heard it cause erections. I don't know. But males love it as well. It's a unisex wash.
And the oil as well. So you have males who purchase that wash from you?
No, I have females who buy it and share the experience with their partner.
And you said they would spray it on their penis?
It's not spray. It has a press cap, so you basically shake, you throw it out, and you massage wherever you're putting it on. It has a minty tingling feeling, will just drive them crazy.
Oh, you hear that, ladies?
And the mint is just by essential oil. It doesn't contain any artificial fragrance or anything.
Somebody saying it is the bomb. Chris
it is.
No, Dara, no doctors. I missed this one. Support. No, I missed that one. They are not in support of the Yoni Pearl. Somebody just say that. I don't know.
I mean, with natural products, a lot of you're gonna have persons that are for it and persons are against it. And I want to share an experience with you because it's something that I've had to deal with over and over, especially when you're running advertisements and you come in contact with new persons who are just learning about your brand. They have a lot of things to say. Mm-hmm. I've had a customer who she had a miscarriage and she had odor for 7 months. Mm-hmm. 7 months after the miscarriage. So she went to the doctor. Nothing could stop the odor. And it was actually her husband who contacted me, and she was kind of upset with him because she's saying you're sharing her personal business to a stranger. Mm-hmm. And I recommended the womb bundle for her. She used the pearl, the steam, and the pearl, the steam, and the tea. Mm-hmm. One time she used it, no odor no more. I even said to her I wanted to do a follow-up just to be sure she never buy no more product. She good.
The pearl,
and that is what gives
so the pearl, confidence. The steam, and the tea
is the womb bundle, yes.
Oh, and what period do you say that?
Residue from the miscarriage, so she passed a lot of blood and stuff, and she just didn't have any odor anymore.
Mm-hmm. Do you have anything for females? Because I like sometimes you can know that a female is on her menses because you can smell her. Yeah. Is there something that you can recommend for them to use? What is before?
Kitty oil is something that you can use during. So after you shower with your wash, mm-hmm. like I said, it's something that you can apply directly to the vulva. You can throw some in your hand, massage your vulva, and you can tip it on the sanitary napkin. Like I said, it's the bacteria that really causes the odor, and this has antibacterial properties. So every time you put down that underwear, all you smell is mint.
Oh, all right. So what is the cost of the womb bundle? And where is your store located?
All right, so the womb bundle is $7,000. Depending on what you're treating, you don't necessarily have to buy all 3 products at once. We're an online store. We are located in Savlamar. However, we do deliver island-wide and ship internationally. Mm-hmm. Okay. If you want to contact us on WhatsApp, you can definitely contact 844-0329.
Say that again.
844-0329.
Doctors don't want you using pearls because they say it's problematic. Oh God, problematic, and they cancel because they want you to continue. Oh, okay. So you're saying okay, all right, I get you. So repeat your number for me.
844-0329. It's a WhatsApp number, so you may not get it if you call, but we'll definitely respond to the message.
All right. So that's all the products that you have: the womb bundle, the pearl. The steam, that's included in all of those. The oil.
The other product that we have is a kitty scrub, and it's for persons who suffer from ingrown hair or itching during after they have shaved. Mm-hmm. This is something that you can use to exfoliate, get rid of the hair bumps and stuff like that. Have a nice bikini.
Kitty scrub.
Kitty scrub, yes.
Okay. All right. So let me take some questions now, because I mean, so I want to do the steam. I've always heard about it and I really want to try it. When is the best time to do it?
Like I said, if you don't have a problem, it really doesn't matter. As long as you're not on your period or you're pregnant, you can use it day or
Before
night.
or after?
Can use it before or after.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use it before if you want to eliminate cramps, and then you can use it after. Because another way to cleanse the vagina as well is really by using the steam. So not necessarily inserting anything, but allowing the herbal steam to go up inside and just clear out whatever. So that's another way you can use it.
All right. And the oil is just for the scent?
No, it's not for the scent. You can use it as a natural lubricant, and it does help to ward off yeast infection as well and bacterial vaginosis. So that's why I say we offer the preventative measures and we offer the treatment.
All right.
So it's not just for the scent.
So you know, I've always heard them saying you don't insert anything in the vagina, right? But you're saying the oil can be inserted?
Yeah, because it's natural ingredients. It's like coconut oil, olive oil. It can be inserted. Because you use different, you know, type of lubricants anyway. So it's a natural lubricant that you can use.
All right. Somebody's asking, are you from Manchester?
Kinda. I'm from Spalding, which kinda is on the border of Manchester and Clarendon.
Okay. All right. Any other question for Good Skin? Oh, by the way, I know it's Good Skin time, but I also have a giveaway here from Summer's Eve. Good Skin, any giveaway you get, I'm going to win it. Maybe that's today from now, because you see, because me not try it, I'm going to take it. But this is something this is something from Summer's Eve. I guess Jody will write the question in there for persons who would want to get this basket. It's the cleansing wash, the spray, and the douching thing along with a bag. So Jody, you can put the question up and we'll talk about that. So yes. So here, there you have it. So you have the douching and you have the steaming, the natural versus the chemical aspect of it. And you know, it's for you ladies now to decide which one is better for you, or which one you think will work for you, for your body type, for your whatever ailment you're having, right? Mm-hmm.
For real, because not all my products won't work for everybody. So you really have to either just try it or you do your research and then decide. Because even our wash, even though it's a natural wash, it does contain aloe vera. There are persons who are allergic to aloe vera. So everything is not for everybody.
Oh. Okay. Get the garlic soap or Dove. So last week I had somebody who a garlic soap, who was promoting garlic soap, Nature's Pure. Dr. Nepal approved that for any woman to do what you just discussed. All right. You should go just surprise him with it. All right, this is a conversation they're having here and I'm reading. So let me get back to you, Alicia. Yes.
Yes.
So if you're planning to get the steam now, you just get it and you just do it before or after. And if you want, you don't even have to use the pearls. The steaming is enough to give you a treatment.
It depends on what you're using it for.
But like me, you know, because very plenty. I'm making about the steam. I'm a one. Eh?
Not nothing. So you can just use the steam.
Yeah,
you can just use the steam.
But that's why I try. But that's why it's where everybody is. Like everybody, you know, like you want to know everybody has experience. Everybody has an experience.
Yeah, but I do recommend, because you get 2 uses from it. So if you want to try the first use alone, but the second use, I definitely would want you to try it when you're around your partner, so that you can give me feedback if there is any extra lubrication than what is usually there.
Oh, because it makes you, oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you hear that, ladies? Juicy. Hey, EJ. All right, steam gives you the what? They said the steam gives you the what?
Yeah.
All right, for people who don't know what's the what?
Well, W stands for wet. To say
I got you. Okay. The oil is a great lubricant coming from a man. Okay, so a man is saying the oil is good. Okay. I'll go join the man. You see what I'm saying?
Learn to swim. Learn to swim. You're surrounded by water. You need to learn to swim.
Tell them, Alicia. You tell them. You tell them. So this is for, oh, juicy. So this is for persons then. So if you have an issue with dryness, it's
you
perfect
can
for
either
you.
Yeah, man, or you can use the detox tea.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So any other questions that you have for Alicia or Jody as we wrap up? I mean, I hope you learned something about your vagina tonight and how you can take care of it. Not you, Alicia, because you have
No,
worked
I
on
was
it.
just going to say.
What you
I was
say?
just going to say I'm grateful for the opportunity to really bring light to some, not just our products, but some of the problems that we've been having as females over the years.
Yeah, because we really don't talk about it. You might hear, I mean, you know, you go to the doctor. If you have an issue, you go to the doctor, but you don't ask. Because a simple thing like, I remember once I was at the beach, and I was at the beach all day, and in my swimsuit, never feel no way, come home, go work the next day, and may I tell you, it's like a fight down there because it was, I don't know, some reaction. We don't know, like, you know, if you're keeping on your undies for
On the
long.
wet bikini for too long. Yeah, man. And that's the thing. So with the boric acid, the fact that it's over the counter, it's easy access, is really one of your COVID-19 essentials right now. So for me, anytime I go to the beach, I don't wait to start itch, I just use one.
When you say COVID-19 essentials, what do you mean?
Yeah, because it may as well. If you're stocking up on medication and you're stocking up on food, you need to stock up on your boric acid. Like I said, sometimes as you're quench your pH balance just whoop, gone. So you need to ensure that you.
Somebody's asking, can they work for PCOS?
Yes, the womb bundle. It helps to balance your hormones, it helps to regulate your cycle, and it basically just helps to release some of the symptoms that you have, boost fertility, stuff like that.
What you put. That's why you have to be careful what you put or do down there. Okay. Dara, ask her if Dr. Nepal said woman can use her products. Seriously. Who is Dr. Nepal?
I would really want to know, and I would really want to know.
Okay, moving right along. I spent thousands of dollars going to Gyna and no results. All them do is take people money. I would rather work with these natural remedies. And she has testimonials from persons who had said that the natural remedies have worked for them in terms of persons with yeast infection, all kind of different ailments. They have worked for them. Because I went on her website, I went on Alicia's website, Good Skin, on her IG page, and I was reading up on the feedback from persons who have actually used her products. Somebody's asking, is there a doctor in the house? Alicia, Dr. Pumz.
Pardon?
No, I'm just saying, they're asking if there's a doctor, so I'm calling you Dr. Pumz. You're the doctor tonight inside here. You're telling them what to do the thing. Yeah.
I wish not to take that title. I'm a herbalist.
See? Okay, even better. Even better. Yeah. All right, let me see. I haven't had a period from May 17, and I'll know, and I want to be pregnant. What should she use?
Well, you can definitely send me a DM so that we can get more in depth into your unique situation. But usually, if you're not seeing your period as you'd want to, it would be the womb bundle. Like I said, balances hormones, regulates cycle, everything like that. So for persons with hormonal imbalance, persons with fibroids, persons with cysts, same product.
Okay, so somebody said that they had a recurring yeast infection and they used the boric acid and one treatment and it was gone.
I've heard that many times. I've had customers who say from their 15 days, and personally it's something that I used to trouble with on a regular basis, but then I kind of found out. And ladies, your partners contribute to yeast infection, because if it is that you're having raw sex and you have a yeast infection and your partner may have sex with you not knowing necessarily, if you get treated, your partner also needs to be treated, because they can reintroduce everything to you after you done cleanse. And that's something that was happening to me on a regular.
All right, so this question, how long does it take to get pregnant? So guys, I know somebody's saying a lot of misinformation. So remember now, you know, you get information here, you need to go and do your research to know what works for you or what doesn't work. Of course, you consult with your doctor if needs be. We're not expecting you to take this as gospel and go. You do further research. This is just to start the conversation about vaginal health and things that we can use to improve the vagina and the health of the vagina overall. So of course, you take the information from here and then you can go and do further research because it's there. The information is there. So this question, how long does it take to get pregnant off the pearl?
Everyone is different, and I always say we do not offer Amazon Prime kind of treatment, so you're not going to use the product and then 2 days later you get the results that you're looking for. Everybody is different, and it really depends on what you're treating. So there are persons who probably use a steam herb just for cramps and they end up pregnant, not wanting to get pregnant. There are persons who are using it to get pregnant. It may not work the first time you use it, but you may be able to see different changes in your body, so you know that it's working. So the thing is, whatever is causing you to be infertile, it never started yesterday, and therefore the treatment now will just fix it. Bloops. It's a process. You need to just trust the process.
Another question, does the oil let the man stay longer?
It's more likely to let them come quicker because of the tingling feeling that it gives and the mint. So it's more likely to lessen the pleasure.
Really? So then why they love it?
Because it just feels like, listen, these are yours. You will find out why they love it. You will find out why they love it.
Oh, so okay, I must give my testimonial. Okay, I just put in the question.
Yes.
I am very, very irregular. What can help me? And I want to get pregnant by next year.
I think this was the same person who asked about what to use.
No, it's actually a different person.
This is the same thing, womb bundle, but like I said, we need to discuss your situation, your unique situation. So you can just send me a DM and I'll respond.
Okay. Good Skin says I should not douche. Alicia, can you confirm this, please?
It's not something that I personally recommend. It's not something that I do. Like I said, you clean the vulva by using the wash, and if you want to clean the inside of the vagina, then you can use the steam herbs. I don't recommend inserting anything. That is just my personal thing. If it's something that you do, fine.
Okay. You didn't mention about eating healthy. Too much sugar puts off. Yeah, definitely. In whatever you do, you have to eat healthy. I mean, eat right and exercise, but you also need some addition to that. So, I mean, we are just telling you these things. And remember now, let me say it again. I am no expert. I am here to learn tonight because a lot of these things that we're talking about now, I'm not going to tell you the first time you hear about some of them. But, you know, it's good to know. It's good to know. All right.
Yeah, man. There's things I learn about the female body every day.
But in doing the research, though, the researchers actually say you can eat a lot of pineapple, but you must stay away from asparagus because asparagus really works against the vagina and the smell that emanates from the vagina. So if you love asparagus, avoid it because it's not good for down there.
Yeah, man, a lot of things that we eat does affect the scent down there, so you have to be careful.
Like what? Like something else? I mean, give me another favorite food that like where we really should avoid. That's not good for the vagina.
I can't specifically give you a food that will affect your scent like that, but if pineapple affect your scent, then naturally there are foods that affect your scent.
No, man, pineapple actually.
Yeah, man, affect it in a good way. In a good way. Yeah, man, in a good way.
By the way, somebody need to tell me where the pineapple farm is. Because wherever the pineapple farm is, I need to relocate to somewhere close to it. And if there's a pineapple farmer inside there, you need to link me up after so I can get my pineapple, you know? All right. Do you have anything for heavy flow? It can be very uncomfortable. Been suffering with this too long.
Or red raspberry tea can help with that. Or red raspberry tea is great at slowing down period. I do have customers who they see period for 14 days. They have to take a pill for the period to stop. And with just continuous use of the red raspberry tea, it has slowed it down drastically, as well as how heavy it comes.
Chris is a troublemaker, you know, LiveWithDara. So Chris is talking about your oil, and Chris, you're a pineapple farmer now. I have a link to a pineapple farmer. Yes. Send me the link to the pineapple farmer, please and thanks. True juice, please. All right. I've been using Good Skin product because had a recurring yeast infection and it's been over a year. Okay, just looking at the comments and just ensuring. And no more yeast. Oh, so yeah. So you have persons who have had a recurring yeast problem, and after using your products, the products have assisted them in terms of clearing away whatever problems they have.
Yeah, man. It's one of the products that is mostly sold because it's a common problem. Like, I had no idea that it was so common until I got into this business. So the product that we sell for the yeast infection is called the pH bundle, which consists of all 3 products: the wash, the oil, and the capsules, and it's for $5,600. Small investment, no doctor visit, no recurrent yeast infection.
Okay.
Unless, as I say, your pH easy to throw off, so yeah, it's not a cure, it's a treatment, and then we do recommend things that you can do to prevent it happening as often.
All right, so as we wrap up now, so we're looking at vaginal health. So you and I, we're no expert, right? Let me just put that out there. But can you, based off your observation and based off persons coming to you with different ailments, I mean, apart from the products that you have, is there anything you'd advise them to do differently in terms of, taking care down there?
I mean, you want to be conscious of what you wear. So say, well, the time already hot. So personally, I don't necessarily wear a lot of panty liners, but for persons, it gives them different form of comfort. But you want to ensure that your underwear is cotton. Some persons also have to be conscious of the kind of detergent that they use to wash their underwear. You want to ensure that it gets a lot of cotton as well.
Let's go back to something. So the underwear, because I find when I wear like the thong or the G-string, it's like it feel like me stifled, right? So I go for it's not the bingo bag. Let me not say bingo bag. It's not the bingo bag. The regular ones. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I find that maybe because of how the climate that we're in, I don't know if those like the thongs and all those things allow your vagina to breathe enough.
As it should. Well, even though there's not a lot there to begin with, so you kind of can feel like more air that pass through. It's personally not something that I wear, so I kind of
the Panda River, the Panda River one, I can work with those. Yes.
It's personally not something that I wear, but I feel like if it's cotton and it can absorb the moisture that is coming, it should be relatively fine.
No, Julius, it's not granny panty. It's not the granny panty reach you down on your leg. I'm not the granny panty. I'm talking about the Panda River one. Yes, the boy shorts. On the Harvey one, it's not granny panty. Tell them for me now.
It's not granny panty. It's granddaughter panty.
Right. So you were saying, so certain things you must do. Continue.
Yeah, man. So you want to ensure that your underwear, is cotton and gets a lot of sun. Like I said, if you're treating yeast infection for yourself, you also want to ensure that your partner gets treated. Unfortunately, we don't offer anything for the men, but
maybe your package is too much. Maybe your package is too much for the thumb. It's not too much. And ladies, you saw them say, yeah. And another thing that must be careful of is wearing your correct panty size. You ever see some ladies like them have on, like you can see them in their pants and you can see like the panty are cut. It's like it's so tight, it's cutting them. You also have to remember that you have to wear it so you can breathe. Dara cotton thong. It no matter if it's cotton or whatever, it's just that for me personally, I think the thongs just make me feel like I'm suffocating. That's it. You know, have nothing to do with whether it's cotton or silky or whatever. And you say you hear people have them something. Let me ask you, come on, let me if something wrong with me. What do you think?
I mean, it can happen because even for me, even though we're not talking about this specifically, but if I have on a ring, sometimes I feel like I'm suffocating. So I definitely can understand you feeling that way. personally just uncomfortable. I don't think anything needs to be in that area, and so I don't put anything in that area.
All right. So we're on the same page. It's all right, good skin. Me work with you. You hear? Let me just leave them by your size then. Thongs are overly uncomfortable. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They're very uncomfortable. Sexy hurts. Panties should be loose and comfy. I agree. And I think that's also very important when you look at vaginal health, because if you have a one tight panty, you're not gonna time, you're not breathe. And then as we said earlier, by the way, I mean, I remember when I was going to school. This is not school. You used to hear about like the no panty day. You guys the no panty day? Where you just like breathe out for your day, you go work and you just don't wear no panty?
I don't go on the road without underwear, but I live alone, so I can do it as often as I wish. But I personally don't go on the road without.
I'm wondering, is it because of all of the dirt and everything that may come in contact, the bad bacteria going up there?
Well, that's not from a health perspective, it's from a conscious perspective. I want to feel safe, so to speak, and so it's not something that I would do. But I mean, you can do it. You can do it if you want to do it. As long as it's not something that will blow up, you should be fine.
But you should be free. I mean, if it blow up, because remember, you're going to keep down there nice and kept. No panty day, I do that at home. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do that, just walk around and be like, woo! All right, let me see what I say now. No panty day. Drinking lots of water and fruits and vegetables. Definitely. I mean, we cannot overstate that one. You have to drink water, because when you don't drink water, you feel it all over the body, not just there, everywhere dry. So water is very important. Of course, your fruits and your vegetables are also important. My doctor recommended it, saying even once out of the week. Oh, so your doctor recommends that you go without panty at least one day out of the week? I have no problem with that, no, because I think sometimes some of the things, you have somebody in a panty, stocking, and pants. Oh, what up, man? That's a lot. That's a lot for poor little vag to be going through. That's a lot of steamings.
Long way, not true.
Yeah, man. No, man. That's a lot of pressure right there. All right, Alisa. So those are the things. You want to just recap your recommendations quickly, as we wrap up. So you're saying.
All right. So, well, we incorporate in the food aspect. So, drink a lot of water. Stay away from too much sweets and dairy, because dairy products kind of help to build up yeast as well. You probably want to consume some amount of yogurt if you're a person that has yeast infection problems. Wear cotton underwear. Ensure your underwear gets sun. Probably practice safe sex, unfortunately. Yeah.
Why you say but I always hear that say, you must make sure say it gets sun. It read something really good, so?
Wear your underwear or your vagina? Oh, then no, you want it to dry properly. You want it to dry properly, and anything the washing never kill, then the sun will kill.
Okay, because I've always heard that, but me wonder. Okay, I mean, all right. Yeah, that must be funky when everything take off. I mean, I don't know.
The person's wearing the panty line and the stocking and the tights and everything.
But I'm sure you've seen it when you see people in a stocking and pants. That's a lot. So you have on the undies, then you have on the stocking, then you have on the pants. That's in a Jamaica, in this hot climate here. No man, that's a lot. That's a lot to be going through. So ladies, you can eliminate 2 of those. If you have on your nice pants, you really don't need to wear any undies. Yeah, or any stocking. I'm just saying. But remember, I'm not.
I probably wouldn't necessarily recommend not wearing undies with pants. Well, I probably based on the material of the pants, because you can. To each his own. But I probably wouldn't recommend it with pants. I probably skirt or dress, I'd say, if you're going to go.
All right.
Come on.
So get back to it now. So steaming is important. Steaming should be done at least once per
week. Once not a day.
Steaming should be done once per week.
I mean, it's not a necessity, so to speak, but if you want to incorporate it in your lifestyle, then you can buy a pack of steam. You can use it for the month. So if you want to use it every 2 weeks or whatever, then you can do that.
And then the pearl is important if you're having like a recurring yeast infection and you want to get rid of it.
I kind of don't recommend the pearl as the first treatment for yeast infection, because what happens when you use the pearl is that because it's pulling down the yeast faster than you'd normally pass it, it's going to, your symptoms are going to be maximized, so to speak. And so if you use it, you may want to run to the doctor because they say, yo, the yeast infection will get worse. But it's really just coming on. So I'd really recommend using the boric acid instead.